Hey, it's Casey from G-Free Foodie, and we're gonna make a delicious soupy stew that you're gonna love with a gluten-free surprise. Check it out. Okay, minestrone with Parmesan dumplings. So delish and totally gluten-free. First, let's make the dumplings because we're gonna pop them in the fridge. Gluten-free flour, right in there. Use a blend, some baking soda, xanthan gum, freshly grated Parmesan, stuff that is shelf stable. And this is some dried chives and some dried basil. My friend Julia, who first shared this recipe with me, she's the girl who blogs at No Face Plate. Say that 3 times fast. No face plate. She uses parsley. I think she's wrong. This is the one occasion where I think Julia is wrong. I use chives and basil. So we're gonna blend all our dry ingredients together, just give them a mix. And I'm gonna kind of make a well in the bowl here. I'm gonna get my wet ingredients. This is an egg, of course. I'm sure you recognize it from your Sunday breakfast. We're gonna get that in there. And then some butter mixed with milk. And we are gonna mix this together, and it's gonna take a little work, boys and girls, until it is what Julia calls unlumpy. And I have to say that unlumpy is my new favorite term for cooking. So it's gonna be firm. It's gonna be super firm like a biscuit dough, but we want it unlumpy, everything fully incorporated. So excuse me while I get my workout on. There we go. Pretty unlumpy, if I do say so myself. This is going into the fridge, and we're making minestrone. Okay, minestrone time. The first step is, of course, to get some olive oil into our pan. And we're gonna get our first round of veggies in here cooking. So, got some garlic, some red onion, and some carrots, some celery, and some red pepper. So we're gonna cook these in that oil over about medium for about 5 minutes till these onions get completely translucent, and then we're on to the next step. Okay, our onions and our first round of veggies have been cooking for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna add a little salt because salt helps pull the moisture out of the veggies, and that's what we want to be happening right now. We want them to give up all that good juice. Put that in there, and then I'm gonna add our mushrooms and zucchini. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes, and then on to the next step. Okay, I've got what Julie likes to call bitey red wine. I'm just using what I had open, because you know me, there was wine open. And some parsley, some chives, and some kale. Look at that. Don't you just feel healthier now anyway? So we're gonna cook this down so that there's some room in this pot for anything besides kale. And then we're gonna go on to the next step. Okay, that kale has wilted down, no longer puffing out of the pot like cotton candy. And now we're gonna put in the rest of our items and let this cook down. So I've got some crushed tomatoes. I've got tomato paste. I know this looks like a lot, but it's just the right amount, trust me. That's gonna go right in there. Some green beans. I've got 2 cans of cannellini beans, drained. And 1 can of garbanzos. I want to stir this all together. Make sure kind of everything's down in there. And then we're going to add our water. I'm going to have 10 cups at the ready, but I'm actually going to pour it until the pot is full. Have a little left over because you're probably going to add a little bit more later as it cooks down. Okay, salt, pepper, and dumpling time. So we're going to, of course, we got to use the pepper grinder at every opportunity. Tons and tons of fresh black pepper, and just keep tasting your soup to see if it's seasoned the way you want it. And some more salt. I'm going to give this a stir, and then we're going to put in the dumplings. So we want it gently simmering. And boys and girls, you're going to have to get your hands a little bit dirty for this dumpling business. We're going to take our dumpling mixture and scoop a large spoonful, kind of get a football shape going on, and drop it right in the top of the soup. You're going to repeat that as many times as it takes to get through this lovely dumpling batter. Then we're going to put the lid on and let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes till the center of the dumplings is firm. Okay, minestrone's ready. You could even top this with a little more parm if you wanted to. I'm going to get some of that dumpling. So good. You're going to love it as much as I do. Gluten-Free Foodie. Check us out.